Archangel Michael says, your shadow at noon tomorrow will point to a buried object you must retrieve. The exact location and time are here. Open and mark the spot. Do not look at the sun directly. Look where the shadow falls. Listen closely. The noise of the world is loud right now. The notifications are pinging. The traffic is humming. But I need you to find the quiet place inside your mind immediately. This is not a video you found by accident. The algorithm did not choose this for you. I guided your finger. I stopped your scrolling. Because there is a specific alignment happening in the sky above you that has not happened since the day you were born, and it culminates tomorrow at exactly 12 p.m. High noon. You have felt a shifting in the atmosphere for the last 3 days. It started with a restlessness when you tried to sleep on Tuesday night. You woke up between 3 o'clock and 4 a.m., mind racing about a problem that has no name. You feel like you are waiting for a shoe to drop. You feel like you are walking through mud while everyone around you is running on pavement. That heaviness in your chest. That is not anxiety. That is your spirit sensing the approach of a delivery that was sent to you years ago but was intercepted. Someone hid it. Someone buried it. And tomorrow, when the sun is at its highest point, the shadow will act as a finger from the heavens pointing directly to where your blessing has been trapped. I am speaking to the one who feels like the black sheep, even in their own family. You are the one who fixes everyone else's problems. When your brother calls, you answer. When your friend cries, you listen. But when you are staring at the ceiling in the dark, wondering how you are going to pay that bill that arrived yesterday, who do you call? You call no one. You carry it alone. You are the strong one. But God sees the cracks in your armor. I see the tears you wipe away before you walk out of the bathroom so no one sees you cry. I see the silent prayer you whispered in your car 2 days ago when you thought you couldn't take one more step. You said, "Show me a sign." This is the sign. Archangel Michael is standing guard over a specific coordinate in your life right now. He is holding back the forces that want you to keep scrolling, the forces that want you to click away and forget this message. They are terrified of tomorrow. They are terrified of noon. Because at noon tomorrow, the deception ends. There is a buried object. It is not necessarily a chest of gold coins, though for some of you, the financial breakthrough coming is just that tangible. This buried object represents a rightful inheritance that was stolen from you. Think back. Think back to a time about 7 years ago. There was a conflict. A door closed. A relationship ended, or a job was lost, or a promise was broken. You were told it was just bad luck. You were told to move on. They lied. It was not bad luck. It was a calculated burial. A specific person, you can see their face in your mind right now, can't you? The one who smiled too much but whose eyes never looked warm. The one who gave you advice that always seemed to leave you with less while they ended up with more. They took something that belonged to you, a credit, an opportunity, a reputation, a connection. And they buried it deep in the soil of the past, hoping you would forget. Hoping you would think you just weren't good enough. But the ground is shaking. Can you feel it? The timeline is short. This is not for next month. This is not for next year. This is for tomorrow. The window opens at sunrise and it snaps shut at 12:01 p.m. You have less than 24 hours to prepare your spirit for retrieval. If you miss this moment, the shadow moves. The alignment breaks. The location is lost again, perhaps for another 7 years. We cannot let that happen. You have waited too long. You have suffered enough. Why do you think you have been feeling that strange pressure in your head? Why do you think you have been seeing the same numbers repeating on the clock? 11:11, 2:22. 4:44, these are not coincidences. These are countdown markers. They are alerting you that the architect of delay is losing his grip on your life. The architect of delay is that spirit, that energy, that person who always tells you not yet. Wait until you have more money. Wait until you lose weight. Wait until the economy is better. They want you to wait until you are dead. They thrive on your hesitation. They built a cage out of tomorrows and locked you inside it. But today, I am giving you the key. The key is your shadow. Tomorrow, at noon, wherever you stand, your shadow will be the shortest it has been all day. It will be sharp. It will be dark. It will be distinct. In the spiritual realm, your shadow is not just an absence of light. It is an anchor. It connects your physical body to the earth that was made to provide for you. When the sun is directly overhead, representing the full gaze of God looking down upon you, your shadow points to the truth. I want you to think about the physical space you inhabit. Your home. Or perhaps a place you visit often. There is a spot you walk over every single day. You step on it without thinking. Maybe it is by the front step. Maybe it is near the mailbox. Maybe it is in the backyard, near that old tree that has been there since before you moved in. You ignore it. But your spirit feels a vibration every time you pass it. Why do you think you always pause in that one spot? Why do you think your keys always fall there? Why does the mail always drop there? Your soul knows what is underneath. The enemy buried your blessing in plain sight because he thinks you are blind. He thinks you are too distracted by the screens, by the news, by the noise to look down at your own feet. He laughs when you walk over your own breakthrough, begging God for a miracle while you are standing on top of the answer. But the laughter stops now. Archangel Michael has drawn a sword. He is cutting the ties of blindness. He is removing the scales from your eyes. You are about to feel a heat in your hands. Do not be alarmed. It might start in your fingertips. It might feel like a tingling or a pulsing. This is the activation. Your hands are the tools of retrieval. For years, your hands have worked for others. They have built other people's dreams. They have cleaned up other people's messes. They have signed papers that gave away your power. But tomorrow, your hands work for you. Tomorrow, your hands reclaim what is yours. I need you to understand the danger of ignoring this. If you scroll past this video, if you say, "This is just a coincidence," you are agreeing with the thief. You are signing a contract with the architect of delay that says, "Yes, keep my blessing buried. I do not want it. I am comfortable in my struggle." Is that what you want? Look at your life right now. Look at your bank account. Look at your relationships. Are you truly happy? Or are you just surviving? Are you just keeping your head above water, treading water day after day, hoping a boat comes by? You are the boat. You are the rescue mission. The person who hurt you, the one who buried your joy, they are watching you. They might not be in the same room. They might not even be in the same city anymore. But spiritually, they are watching. They are waiting to see if you wake up. They are banking on your ignorance. They are betting on your doubt. They are whispering to you right now, "This is fake. This is silly. Skip this. Do not listen to the snake. Listen to the roar of the lion that is rising up in your belly. You have a destiny that is so much bigger than this small life you have been living. You were not created to pay bills and die. You were not created to be a side character in someone else's movie. You are the lead. You are the chosen one of your bloodline. You are the one who breaks the curse. The curse of almost. You know that curse, don't you? You almost got the job. You almost bought the house. You almost found love. You almost had enough money. Almost is a prison. Almost is where the enemy wants you to live. But tomorrow at noon, almost turns into finally. The shadow will not lie. I want you to prepare your heart tonight. Tonight, before you sleep, you must clear the clutter from your mind. Do not watch the news. Do not argue with your spouse. Do not stress over the emails. Go to bed with a singular focus, retrieval. Tell yourself, "Tomorrow, I take it back." Say it out loud right now. Tomorrow, I take it back. Feel the power in those words. Your voice has frequency. Your voice shakes the atoms in the room. When you speak, the angels move. When you stay silent, the enemy wins. Speak up. The buried object represents three things. First, it represents your resources. The money that has been held up. The settlement that is stalled. The raise that was promised but never given. The refund that got lost. It is coming to the surface. Second, it represents your clarity. The fog is going to lift. You will see exactly who is for you and who is against you. The masks will fall off. You will see the smiling faces for what they really are, teeth waiting to bite. And you will be safe, because you will see them coming. Third, it represents your authority. You lost your confidence somewhere along the way. You let them beat you down. You let them make you feel small. But the object buried in the earth is your crown. It is time to dig it up and put it back on your head. You are royalty. You are a child of the Most High. You do not beg for scraps. You sit at the banquet table. But you cannot eat if you do not find the seat. The shadow points to the seat. Imagine the sun moving across the sky tomorrow. It is a clock. Tick, tick, tick. Every second brings you closer to the revelation. The anticipation should be building in your gut. This is better than any holiday. This is better than any birthday. This is the day of your liberation. I am sending a legion of angels to your home tonight. They will station themselves at the four corners of your property. They are there to ensure that nothing interferes with the shadow tomorrow. No clouds will block the sun at the critical moment. No phone call will distract you. No emergency will pull you away. The way is being cleared. The path is being swept. You must be ready. Do not treat this lightly. Do not joke about it. This is sacred business. This is the business of your soul. There are people who will watch this video and laugh. They will leave a comment mocking the prophecy. Do not be like them. Look at their lives. Are they prospering? Or are they bitter? Bitterness mocks. Faith moves. Be a mover. The shadow is your compass. The earth is your map. The sun is your guide. Tomorrow. Noon. The silence of the earth is about to be broken. The secrets of the soil are about to be vomited up. What was hidden in the dark will be brought into the light. Luke 8 verse 17 says, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open." This is that scripture coming to life in your timeline. This is the Bible breathing on your neck. Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the weight of the blessing? Some people say they want a miracle, but when the miracle comes, they are too scared to grab it. Do not be scared. Fear is a liar. Fear is the shadow of the enemy. But your shadow tomorrow is the instrument of God. We are approaching the critical instructions. You need to listen harder than you have ever listened before. The instructions are simple, but they must be followed precisely. Partial obedience is total disobedience. You cannot do this halfway. You cannot do this at 12:05. You cannot do this at 11:55. Precision is power. God is a God of order. The universe runs on math. The planets do not spin randomly. The tides do not rise whenever they feel like it. Everything has a time. Your time is tomorrow. Your time is noon. Get ready to mark the spot. Get ready to claim the ground. Get ready to see what has been waiting for you since you were a child. This is the beginning of the end of your struggle. This is the first chapter of your new life. Wait. Pause this video if you have to. Stop what you are doing. What I was about to say is wrong. I was going to tell you to look for a physical marker, a stone or a tree. But the Spirit just stopped me. The transmission just changed. There is a static in the air, a disruption. There is something else. A more urgent truth that I am being shown right now, just for those of you who have made it to this exact moment. If you clicked away, you missed it. If you are still here, you are the remnant. You are the ones who are actually ready. Look at your hands right now. Just look at them. Turn your palms up. Look at the lines etched into your skin. Do you see them? Those lines are not random creases. They are a map. They tell a story of struggle. Yes, I see the line of heartbreak. I see the line of hard work that went unrewarded. But look closer. Your hands were shaped to receive a blessing that was stolen from you before you were even born. This is not just about a buried object in your backyard. This is about a buried lineage. I have just been shown a secret within the secret. I spoke of a buried object. But Archangel Michael is revealing to me that the object is not the source of the power. The object is a decoy. The enemy buried a decoy to keep you digging in the wrong place for years. You have been looking for money, looking for love, looking for validation in places that were designed to stay empty. The real secret? The shadow at noon doesn't point to what is buried. It points to what is planted. There is a difference. Things that are buried are dead. Things that are planted are waiting to grow. The one who created this injustice, the architect of delay, believes they buried your potential. They think they put you in a grave. But they made a fatal mistake. They didn't know you were a seed. They put you in the dark, yes. They piled dirt on top of you, yes. They thought they were finishing you. But all they did was water you. This changes everything. The urgency is now double. Because a seed that stays underground too long without breaking the surface will rot. You are in the danger zone. You have been in the dark too long. You have been under the dirt too long. If you do not break through the soil by noon tomorrow, the seed dies. The potential rots. The dream withers. You have until sunrise tomorrow, before the banks open, before the world starts its machine again, to accept this new truth. The urgency is screaming. Can you hear it? The enemy knows you are watching this. The spiritual atmosphere in your room just got heavy because the demons of doubt are rushing in. They want you to think this is confusing. They want you to think, first he said buried, now he says planted. What does it mean? It means you are alive. It means the breakthrough is not something you find, it is something you become. But you must trigger the growth. You need the sun. You need the alignment. Tomorrow at noon. Here is the revised, high-stakes instruction. This is risky. This requires faith that looks foolish to the world. When the shadow falls at noon, I do not want you to dig with a shovel. I want you to stand directly on the head of your own shadow. Find where the shadow of your head rests on the earth. That is the point of contact. That is the portal. At exactly 12 p.m., place your feet on the head of your shadow. You are proclaiming dominion over your own mind. You are standing on the lies that have tormented you. You are crushing the head of the serpent that has whispered, "You are not enough." As you stand there, you must speak a specific command. You must type this command in the comments right now to seal it, to practice it, to etch it into the digital stone of the universe. Type. The source is mine. Do not type, "I hope." Do not type, "Please." Type, "The source is mine." This is an act of war. You are declaring to the spiritual realm that you know the secret. You know you are a seed, not a corpse. You know the darkness was just fertilizer. When you type those words, you are activating the chemical reaction in the seed. You are cracking the shell. Now, let me tell you what happens next. This is the grand restoration. When you stand on that shadow tomorrow and speak those words, the earth will not shake physically, but your life will shift violently. The antagonist, that person, that force, that blockage, is going to be exposed. And it will happen fast. You will receive a communication within 72 hours. It might be a text. It might be a letter. It might be a casual comment from a neighbor. But in that communication, the slip-up will happen. The person who has been working against you will say too much. They will reveal a detail they couldn't possibly know unless they were the one who hid your blessing. They will panic. They will see you rising. They will see the sprout coming out of the ground. And they will try to step on it. But they cannot. Because you have already claimed the ground. You have already marked the spot at noon. I want to share a testimony with you. This is not a fairy tale. This is real life. This is the power of this specific prophecy. Just this past Friday, a woman named Sarah from Ohio, listen to me, from a small town in Ohio, a place no one pays attention to, was watching a video just like this. She felt her own family was secretly working against her. She felt like every time she saved money, her car broke down, or a pipe burst. She felt cursed. She followed this exact instruction. She went out to her driveway at noon. She stood on the head of her shadow. She declared, "The source is mine." She felt foolish. Her neighbors were watching. She didn't care. She was desperate. Yesterday evening, she was going through her mother's old belongings in the attic, boxes she had looked through a dozen times before. But this time, her hand was guided. She found an old passbook tucked inside a winter coat pocket. Everyone thought it was empty. Everyone said, "Throw that coat away." It was not empty. It contained a record of a savings bond purchased in her name 30 years ago. The bank confirmed the balance this morning. It was enough to pay off her debts. It was enough to set her free. Do you understand? The coat was there for years. The bond was there for years. But she didn't see it until she claimed her shadow. She didn't find it until she became the seed. It is your turn now. Sarah is not special. She is just obedient. Are you obedient? Or are you proud? Pride will scroll past. Pride will say, "I don't need this." And pride will go to bed hungry tonight. Obedience will type. Obedience will stand. Obedience will receive. The window is closing. The sun is already moving toward its position. The angels are checking their watches. The only thing missing is your action. This video is looping. You need to watch it again. The second time you watch, you will hear a phrase I said in the first minute that you completely missed. It was a whisper. It was a code. Go back to the start. Something you missed will strike you the second time. It will unlock the final door in your mind. But before you go back, you must seal this. You must share this message with 2 people. Not to be popular, but because blessings flow through circulation. If you hoard this truth, it turns stagnant. If you share it, you create a river. Give this hope to someone else, and watch how fast it returns to you multiplied. Type Amen.